I wanted to comment on the Democrats and the shutdown thing and how much these people lie. Listen, I was a Democrat once until 2014. I had registered as a Libertarian when I was first registered to vote. I really thought it might have been Republican, but then I saw on my card it was marked as a Democrat. By the time 2014 came around, I was just mature enough to realize I'm a Republican. Democrats have to rely on naive young people as part of their support base that don't even know what's going on and aren't really even aligned with the party ethically. And, I mean, they don't really care about that, since really most of their party is a bunch of completely illegal criminal aliens that they just bring in as fake constituents to vote. Just like Joe Biden was fine with, like, bots. You know, they don't care. These people, listen, if you were to get famous or powerful in the world, okay, but if all of your fans raving for you were either paid off, China, bots, demons, you understand that that's one of those things where Jesus said, like, what would it benefit you to gain the world and lose your soul? You see what I mean? It's better to keep your integrity. But I saw this guy who said, oh, how dare you, Trump with their little fake thing again. Look, what I'm seeing is that the Democrats voted 14 times to, freeze the government and therefore not even allow anybody anything. They're saying, oh, Trump's trying to starve everybody with the EBT thing. I think they are, obviously, because they're the ones who are freezing the whole paycheck system and all that, and the EBT is locked in with it. Trump didn't freeze the EBT system, did he? I think he put some rules on it. Look, I live in a dog cage now, okay? Sure, I have a job. Thank God I got another job, because the last job was trying to small town commie screw me over too. Reduce my hours over periods of months, always be unstable, give me a different schedule almost every week sometimes, and then cut me out of one department and just put me in another, and then give me only 2 days. They switch management all around loops, so they point nowhere. Nobody has the answer to the questions. Asked for a raise, a giant, 4 times. I've been there 1 year, 11 months. I quit today. Okay? I asked for a raise 4 times. Every single manager I asked ignored me. Didn't even put in an email request to their higher-ups. This is the shit I've been putting up with. This is like commie. I see them all as like commie Nexium witch people. And Holy Spirit, forgive me if you're in any of them. I'm sorry. I don't mean it, against you. Unfortunately for God, He is woven through all life. And sorry, God, that's a joke. But some of these people are just so evil and bitter and gross and petty. And God's not like that. This is why they're not of the true peace. Because like Jesus said, if you try to serve 2 masters, like God and the devil, the liar and the true one, they'll always be at war and you'll never have peace. That's why these people don't have real peace. No matter how much they try to put me into satanic panic and fear and this, that. I was even false arrested and kidnapped by the cops before in this county. Okay? In 2014. The point is, no matter how much people have stolen my things, conspired against me, played entire games around me, from Hellenistic societies to Google Play games, whack job cults, who knows who? I think there was a drug dealer named Lorenzo stalking me. I found some tracer on my phone in 2014. I don't know who he is. But surely people in this area do. The thing is, why are you people in the past always trying to stalk and track? And then I get these scam likely calls since 2014 or so, 2013. Still getting them every once in a while. They come in waves. Now I answer a phone, I say, God and Jesus hate a liar. And then I just hang up. They didn't even say anything this last time. They don't even have the balls to say anything back. They know they're caught. But they're all a slavery mob. They're all losers. Anyway, you ever think Trump maybe put that 20 hours a week thing on? It's funny, because the week that happened, they had shortened my hours, and they took 2.5 hours off my shifts at work, and I thought, they're just doing this again just to screw me. It's alright. New job. whatever, problem solved. But the point is, you ever think maybe Trump's trying to get people to not fall into the Democrats' lazy drug zombie family, cartel family paradigm? Maybe if able-bodied people can work at least 20 hours a week, it gets them out of the funk of depression, idleness, laziness, sloth. Just saying, look, I'm not proud of having worked for a giant because they sure sling a lot of New World Order yeast extract food. That was the 2 on the 1-2 punch with the fake vaccines. Ever since then, they still, Campbell's Soup and Progresso still have yeast extract in their soup. Okay? This is obviously a problem. Like I said, I found the Old Testament right when this started. I opened the Bible. When they started this, I was camping in Georgia. It said, God said, feed me nothing with yeast in it. I said, holy shit. At the same time, I started looking at the ingredients. I always read ingredients on food. And I started noticing they're putting yeast extract in all this processed food as an additive. I said, is this concentrated? It's liquid yeast extract. A lot of times stuff like that is concentrate. I really wonder because, again, they should legally have to tell us these things. Just like legally they should be testing for all the lead and cadmium that's been passing into all of the chocolate for the children and everything. Witches love to poison children. This is what they do. Look in the candy store. I go to Dollar Tree. Almost everything is made in China. And what are all these weird ingredients? And some of them are made out of bug shells and things that, again, don't eat things that creep along the earth or the ocean floor. Don't eat slugs, don't eat certain bugs, don't eat snakes, but these people don't care about that because they're witches. Cackling witches that like to boil children in cauldrons. That's what they used to do. There's even a story in the Bible about it where God said, go into that village and kill all of those people. And these people said, why? Oh no. You're like, thou shalt not kill. What? And he's like, don't feel bad for them. They were the ones burning their children in pots. How do I know? I was in the children. Anyway, witches will poison your kids with China and Muertes. They don't care if it's fentanyl. If you people want to buy all this cocaine, I see Massachusetts governor's office, all these, Barry Santoro with the crack, Hunter Biden with the crack.